So, reviews.
Oh, that's right.
If you have not seen the Antman, suggest you get the fuck out of chat. You fast forward a couple minutes or whatever, because we gonna talk about this Phase 5 shit or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. Maybe I don't like what's going on. I don't know. We gonna talk about it.
It kind of course corrected when we already knew it was going on course, but this kind of course corrected what it's supposed to be from the beginning, as far as the main plot where it's driving to.
All right, so
That's what kind of confused me too when I seen it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're back on track for now."
So we got
Wii
U. So we got Antman, Quantumania.
Yeah.
In this bitch.
Yeah.
Came out Thursday, technically.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the movie?
So me?
How do you personally like the movie? Did you like the movie? Did you dislike the movie in between?
So overall, in general, I like the movie.
Right.
There are things in the movie I don't love.
Right.
But overall, I like the movie. I'm pretty sure, I got the feeling I'll probably be a little higher on this film than everybody else in the room. Maybe we'll see. But I liked it. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But I liked it.
Okay.
Because I was like, you know, because
that was some funny shit.
I just looked at it as like a straight up comedy.
Yeah, it was
like
Ant-Man.
this is just a comedy, and then I was like, all right, cool. And it's a comedy, but it's got some other shit mixed into it just for a little bit. But
it was a healthy medium.
Yeah, I liked it though. I did it. I enjoyed it.
Terrence said Phase 1 started off bad too.
I got a problem when people keep saying that.
Didn't.
By the movies, I kind of understand, but it was still tolerable. This phase, it's all over the place. You got celestials, you got gods, you got multiverse shit. It's not a driving plot. You got shit on the ground when it comes to like Hydra and the Thunderbolt shit. It's just way too much going on.
Yeah, but Iron Man was good.
Yeah.
Thor was okay.
It was okay.
It was
okay.
Hulk.
Okay,
the Hulk was good too.
I like the Hulk. The Hulk was good to me. I know some people.
The Hulk was good too.
It was it was okay. Like I'm not gonna say, oh god, the Hulk was the greatest movie that's ever been moved.
People want that Hulk back now. People retrospectively saying, yo, that shit wasn't that bad. It
wasn't that bad. It was like
it wasn't.
I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is the greatest movie to ever be movied, but
to ever be movied.
it was good. And then Iron Man was good. Thor was cool. I liked the first Thor. Thor was okay. It's the second Thor that was really like, but the first Thor was cool. Yeah. And then we got the first Avenger, which was cool. It was fine. And then we got Avengers movie, and I was like, all right, we got something. It wasn't. So I wouldn't say it started off bad. It just it wasn't like Endgame, fucking Infinity War type of shit. We wasn't there yet. But but back to this movie. Yeah, I liked it though. So
okay. What are the highs of the movie?
Jonathan Majors?
Yeah.
Kang? I mean, Kang was cool. I think Kang was cool.
So you like him as Kang?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I like him as Kang. Obviously, we're spoiling this. I'm concerned with the fact that Ant-Man was able to beat him, but...
Well, did he beat him?
There we go. There's one, did he actually really beat him? Was that actually kind of part of his plan? He got teleported out through that fucking orb that pulled him in. Yeah. 2, he's also not fully powered. Right. Because he didn't have all... Because underneath all the... he's just a regular dude.
Yeah.
But his technology was so advanced, it makes him such a big of a threat. So I don't think he was necessarily his full capabilities.
Yeah.
So that's that's something else there. And he might not even really be defeated.
No.
And he might not he might not even be the version of Kang that's actually ultimate. That we really need to worry about. We'll figure that out when we got to figure that out.
Yeah, because that Kang said that something was coming,
and he didn't stopping
what, and he was going to stop it, but to what capacity we don't know. And then spoilers again. You get to the end of the movie, and then these 3 all-powerful Kangs summoned every Kang to a meeting, and then we don't know what that's about.
The Council of Kings.
Yeah, it's the Council of Kings. Because if you were listening, they were talking about... Basically, this is saying the... I'm guessing Kang Dynasty, because I think that's the first one that's coming out. Mm-hmm. And they were saying something about the heroes were messing up their timeline stuff. So I think basically this is them getting ready, like, all right, we're going to go after these motherfuckers. Because it's like we had... Doctor Strange and Spider-Man was messing with things. Scarlet Witch, when she was dream walking, started causing incursions, messing with things. Obviously, we have the Antman stuff, and they killed that version of Kang in the quantum realm. They were time traveling in games. So I think they were kind of like messing, and Loki's stuff is happening. So I think that was sort of like, okay, they're doing too much with the multiverse and it's causing problems for what we had. Because he was saying like they're pulling the strings behind the scenes, but like doing stuff behind the scenes type of stuff. So I think the heroes starting to interact with the multiverse more is starting to interfere with what they got going on. So I think he was just gathering them because they're getting ready to go on a full-out war against Avengers or whoever.
Mm-hmm. And we still don't fully know the motive of the Kang that supposedly died.
Yeah.
Like he was the only one that deviated from the group and was like, and I'm about to kill all you niggas. But he just got bad.
Yeah, and I'm also confused a little bit because he was saying and showing things that made me feel like he was he who remains. Because if you notice, he showed like he was talking about, and he showed like a perfect, like a sacred timeline type of thing. So like he's saying he was attempting to stop all the other Kangs from happening. So I don't know if maybe because it's time and it's all wonky and shit, maybe him getting sucked in through the little orb transports him to wherever he ends up in the first season of Loki, and maybe it's like because it's time, so it happens all at once and exactly. So maybe that's the same Kang.
Yeah, because they kind of had that helmet that he was wearing. I don't know. Like it's just something to start from. I don't think we got all the answers from this.
Yeah,
it was just something to.
This
is the start of what's
like
really going on.
Starting to feed you the breadcrumbs, and more is going to happen. So what I didn't love, and I guess it's just by the nature of what they had to do for the movie. It's very CGI, right? So it's like it's more of like a Rick and Morty episode. It looks like than like but that's because they're in the quantum world. So I have holes. Yeah, everything is weird and it's all over the place. I didn't love MODOK.
I didn't like MODOK.
But
I appreciate him for what he was.
Yeah, so I understand. First, I like how it tied together. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And also, it's just look at MODOK on paper and then tell me how you're supposed to do that live action and it not look inside. Yeah, I think they decided
they did it better in the Avengers game. He looked better in the
game. Yeah, but that's a video game versus.
I mean, could have CGI'd that motherfucker still.
Yeah, I think
it just looked like his face was just warped.
No, just stretched out. Yeah, it was just real bad. Yeah, and I think that was a choice. I'm hoping it was a choice to all right, we're gonna just take MODOK and just make it a joke.
You know what it was though? I didn't like him, but he was making me laugh. Like
it's funny. Yeah, it's just stupid.
He was like, Derek, you hear me? Derek, MODOK, yeah.
What?
This nigga is stupid.
Yeah, so like I didn't love it though. It looked weird, but I was also back in my house like, how are they really supposed to make this look really good? I mean, I guess maybe they could have if they really wanted to, but I think they decided to go, we're just going to use him as a joke.
Is MODOK grand opening, grand closing? Like he just dead now?
Yes and no, right?
I didn't think he was dead when he actually like died.
That shit
I thought he was just like,
nigga.
I'm just going to play sleep. Like,
and then wake up.
Shit.
And he might. You never know.
That shit was so fuck. I was trying so hard at the lab, but
it was kind of cheesy too.
It was funny to me.
Yeah.
The people near me kept laughing.
He's like, I'm an Avenger now.
I'm not a dick.
I'm gonna, and to top it all off, I died an Avenger.
Yeah, that was funny.
Sort of.
I was like, all right.
He was like, yep.
He'll put his hand on his chest like,
he was like, yep, you're in.
Yeah.
This had no business being as funny as it is, but
that's what I'm saying.
They got me.
So like I said, I took it as a comedy, so I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Man.
I don't know why it was called Antman and Wasp because Wasp didn't do nothing in the whole movie.
Yeah,
she was just there.
The mom was fucking.
Yeah, Bill Murray, straight Ross, and she fucked Jonathan Majors. Absolutely.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like,
took the Ross to black.
You can't beat him.
Absolutely. If she fucked Bill Murray, she definitely gonna fuck Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. I was stuck here for 30 years. You whore.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about my wife. Fucking other niggas in another dimension, then coming back to me like nothing happened.
Well,
yeah, he was looking like.
But but in their defense, she didn't think she was coming back. She thought she was here forever.
Then tell me that, bitch.
There is an inconsistency with her though, Michelle Pfeiffer's character. Why the fuck is she so old?
Oh, because she aged normally.
How?
So what happens? So there's different sections, right? So like when they fell through, they fell straight through and they landed into the quantum realm.
Mm.
The ants fell through, they hit a time vortex.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's saying at the end of Antman and Wasp. The first one, she's like, if you land in a time vortex, we can't help you. You're fucking on your own or whatever.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So the ants landed in the time vortex, so she just landed regularly.
Okay,
and she just aged the normal 30 years that she was there for.
Yeah, that's like in Endgame when they were trying to like go back in time and then the fucking who was it? Scott turned into a baby. Or something.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So
I was like, how the fuck is she
so
old?
because she's just landed in there and she was in there regularly. She didn't go through like a time vortex or anything like that. So she just aged the normal 30 years she was gone for.
All right.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like
Janet's still a whore.
Yeah.
Is she? She was gone. She thought she was in here forever. She thought this was her life.
She was living a life.
Yeah, she thought this was her life. She needed to get some dyke.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? I know this is probably not true, but you know the big buff girl? I was thinking that was like what's the face daughter? Gore's daughter or some shit like that for some reason. I don't know. Maybe a variant or something. I don't know.
That's not.
I don't know.
I mean, who knows? But I don't think so. Yeah. It may be cool. Because I think she was just like a quantum person, that just lived in the realm.
It just would have been cool if it was like, oh shit, aged her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. Yeah, there's similar features in there.
Yeah.
Did this make the phase any better? Does this make up for a lot of the shows that we didn't like the most, or does it?
It course corrected a lot of shit. It just got everything back on track.
I mean, it's moving the story along, but was it entertaining? I want to say, what did it make up for the other blunders that we see in other Marvel shows?
No, because we still don't know what any of that means. Yeah, right. This is a new phase. This is the first movie in Phase 5, right? So it's like this is the first movie of a whole new thing.
Yeah,
that thing is over. I mean, obviously that stuff. Obviously, hopefully,
but Marvel doing too much.
Yes,
even Kevin Feige said that. He said we released way too many TV shows, so they're cutting back on that shit. Yeah, I do think they are doing a lot, but but they're successful, and it's like, okay, now we're gonna do TV shows. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna, it's like you got to do the shit and see what happens. And I think they tried it and they saw what worked and what didn't work, and I think because a lot of that stuff was happening in the middle of the pandemic, it made it maybe harder to course correct some of that stuff.
Was your theater packed?
No, I went Thursday.
Bobby?
It wasn't hard to find seats.
That's great. Mine wasn't either. I was like, it was actually a lot of empty seats, and I didn't expect that from a Marvel movie.
Well, this one got real not great reviews. It's like
people don't care. A lot of shit gets bad reviews.
Yeah,
people
that's
gonna
true.
see just because it's Marvel, just because it helps move the story along. Like Marvel has built up enough cachet to where like, all right, it doesn't get the most, it doesn't get the best review from the critics, but then like the fan vote is always the one that's like, this shit was alright. But I didn't see a lot of, when I went to go buy the ticket, I was like, it's a lot of open seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is that a function of, because I went Thursday, like 7:00 show. So that could be part of it. It's like probably the first show, so maybe not a lot of people. But also could it be the function of what sometimes movie theaters would do is they have like 4 theaters running a movie at like similar times. So it's like, so we got one at 7, 7:10, 7:25, 7:45. So it's like, all right, so everybody don't got to stuff into the one theater. You can like, there's enough screenings where you can, okay, I didn't make the 7:00 one. I can do the 7:21.
Yeah, it was one showing at like 6:50. I was like, wait, what the fuck? What the hell?
But that wasn't for the Black Panther opening. I saw that opening weekend. That was pretty packed.
Pretty packed. I mean, more people might.
More people want to see Chad.
Yeah, more people wanted to see what happened in that. I mean, listen, first off, it's Antman, right? And it's like, I mean, I like the Antman movies, but they're not.
Antman proved itself to be one of like those Guardians of the Galaxy shit. Like, I don't know shit about Antman, but then it turned out to be an actual good movie that actually it progressed the storyline and it was actually entertaining.
Yeah, but I don't know if there was ever like smash hits. I think they did well.
They did well, yeah.
Well, I don't know if there was like smash. I think feel like Guardian, especially the first one, was like a smash hit, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but I think they do well. Obviously, they do well enough that we got 3 of them shits. But also, it's like it's Ant-Man at the end of the day,
right? Still Ant-Man,
and he's fighting the big bad. That's supposed to be the big bad of everything. It's like, so that seems a little, I don't know. But he obviously, did he really beat him? Was it all part of his plan? We don't know. I don't know. I like the movie though.
Like, what I'm starting to notice with Marvel is when somebody go through some vortex or some shit,
they're
usually alive.
You saw what happened with Red Skull? Niggas, teleported away. Fucking 18 movies later, I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost.
I'm a Nazi ghost.
Yeah, see what happened with Loki.
I hate Jews and blacks, but now I'm a ghost.
I'll be mad if I died then had a job. Bullshit.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna count him as dead.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
And even if he is dead, it's 14 billion versions of that motherfucker, so
Yeah.
they'll pick a new one. No, you now.
So on screen, we've killed quote unquote 2 Kangs.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then we have the Council of Kangs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who are those specific 3 that called the ones? Who are those?
From what I've seen, I think one
Those are the statues, right? That we've seen in Loki, right?
possibly.
Okay.
One is from what I've seen in videos is a Mortis,
Mhm.
and he's like one of the main personalities. And then was it Rama Tut? I think was of another personality. Well, he went to Egyptian god, and the other one is I think some people is new-ish or like maybe a version of something, but they changed the outfit enough so people don't necessarily know. But it seems like the one with the beard is like the main one running the show because it seemed like the other one bowed to him a little, like he's the head Kang of everything. But
Right.
I don't know. We'll see when we see more with that. I don't know.
All right. And the Loki preview at the end.
Yeah.
Is that the first Kang?
Or just a variant.
Yeah.
It's the variant. Okay.
Yeah. I think. Well, so there is something in it because I think it's timely. There's something in the comic books because he's a time traveler. Yada yada yada. So it's all timey-wimey shit. So that
Timey-wimey.
I think it was something where like a variant or version of Kang. I think either he got defeated by the Avengers or somebody, and basically he like went to back in the past and just existed there, like basically stepping out of the game or whatever. I don't know if that's gonna be the case for that version of him, but it's just time shit. So maybe he's who the Kang from Antman got teleported through the thing and got shit in the past. And he's like, oh, I gotta live here now until I get my shit together. I gotta build this technology and shit.
Okay.
But I don't know.
All right. Anything else in this movie that we need to discuss?
I mean, it was cool. Cassie was cool-ish. So, it was like she didn't really do shit.
Nah.
I like Scott. He's funny. It's like the movie's cool. I do
It
like
changed. What exactly did it change in the timeline, in Scott's timeline?
nothing. It didn't change anything.
None.
It changed something because remember in the beginning when he was walking, he was going through all the stores, he was getting shit for free. Then at the end, the guy charged him. It changed something.
I think because they noticed that he just noticed that he wasn't Spider-Man.
Yeah, he thought he was Spider-Man, so he gave him. It's just
Oh, really?
it's just them making a joke of if he was Spider-Man, he's more popular.
Oh, you the other bug.
Yeah,
He go big, he go small. He go really small. He go really big.
So you gotta pay.
You gotta pay. Oh,
The one that swings around, you get coffee for free and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
yeah, I think it was just a function of that.
okay. Well, if that is it,
yeah.
cool.
And I don't think time works like that in
Yeah,
the Marvel
it's
universe.
not. It's
like
not,
everything's like separate timelines.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Like-
not Back to the Future
Yeah,
timeline where you
that
can
shit is wonky
change
as
something
fuck.
and it affects something.
Gotcha.
It's like if you change something, you're just making a new time path,
Gotcha.
whatever. So
All right. What else? There's probably something else I'm missing
probably.
that somebody will bring up in Discord or something.
Absolutely.
I don't know. But yeah, let us know in the Twitters and Discord. 1 out of 10, what do we give this shit?
7.5.
Okay.
Yeah, like a 7.
Yeah, I think I'm going 7 too.
Yeah.
So, all right. Show Ant-Man, good movie. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it again, and I would recommend people watch it.
Yeah.
Again, it's still one of them things where it's like, I don't know what's going on still.
We
Like, obviously we got the Kang stuff, but I mean, you can use your imagination from what you know about Kang, but I still don't know what any of the other stuff we've seen prior has to do with that. Like, we still know what Shang-Chi has to do with any of this, what the Bengals were, what that signal was, what that beacon was. Don't know what Miss Marvel, why she got teleported away. I mean, I guess obviously the Marvels come out this year, so we'll get answers to that.
Yeah.
The Shang-Chi thing, who knows when we'll get answers to that, and maybe that ties into the Marvels or some shit, or maybe it ties into Guardians of the Galaxy some way. I don't know, but there's still a lot of stuff we don't have answers to yet. But we didn't have answers to a lot of stuff when the phases first started. So it's like we're just so used to everything. We're not used to not being so in the dark, I guess. So I think that maybe that's what disrupts some people a little bit.